Hi, this is Jamie with HardRockChick, and I'm here with 847. And I'm going to have you guys introduce yourselves, say what your role is with the band, and tell me what your first music memory is.
Okay. I'm Sean. I play guitar in 847, and I guess my first memory of music is going to a local venue in Sacramento called the Cattle Club and seeing live bands play, and it just kind of set everything going.
My name's Ben. I play drums in 847, and my same experiences with this guy. He took me to my first local show when we were in high school, and from then on, it's all music.
And my name is Lance. I sing and play guitar. I don't know, I guess my dad's a musician. I kind of really didn't have a choice.
It's not that,
kind of what I've done.
Those are good memories, right?
It's a good memory.
Those are good memories, all traveling across the country with your dad.
Yeah.
In a dress.
All right. We don't need to go into that.
You can look his dad up later.
Yeah, okay.
I'm Anthony Sardi. I play bass, and I do programming for 847. First memory would have to be my mom singing to me. I guess kind of went from there. Added some bigger beats and bass lines, but she had some good rhythm. So.
Cool. So you guys have been together since 2002, correct?
Yep.
What would you say has changed about you since then, and what stayed the same?
I don't know. As far as change goes, it's the idea of how to write the music has really changed, because it's like you start off and it's like you just kind of jam and write songs, and now it's like we kind of look at songs more as like if you were going to paint a painting, there's layers, and especially there's now a method to how we write songs, so that's probably the biggest change. But as far as I think our focus to why we play music, definitely the same.
Same people too.
Yeah, we're the same four guys in the band, and it's the same reason, because like how Ben and I, we went to our shows at an early age. It's like, you know, you just want to capture that energy that a band has, and you want to try to like relate that to other kids and have them, so when they come to a show, they have that same experience of like that excitement we had growing up. And I think that's what all of us are. That's the main goal, is the excitement, get kids to like live music.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I don't know if anyone else has any other ideas of big changes. You know.
That's pretty much. I mean, what stayed the same is we kind of came out, you know, when we were first doing music.
About interview.
Are we looking all right?
How do we look?
This guy.
Alright.
I don't even know what the hell I was saying.
Okay. No, talking about like the things that have stayed the same, what's changed in the band.
You nailed it.
Yeah, we just want to come with it like we have been since day one, and I mean, the kids seem to appreciate it. I mean, we definitely still have fun, and yeah. Cool.
So you were talking a little bit about the live music experience already. Do you guys prefer the studio or being on the road?
Honestly, there's two separate things to it. Like the studio for us, this last time,
you might want to come in a little bit.
Like this last record is a very different studio atmosphere for us. We did, it took us over 4 years to do it off and on, so that was a different studio experience to do, but we love playing live. That's a different experience, because it's like you get to just
connect.
Yeah, you get to connect to people, because in a studio you have no idea what's going to connect, what people are going to like. You have no clue, because the product's not done.
Yeah.
And, so it's not, the painting's not done. And it's like, every show can be different. Like last night we played in Dallas, and it was totally different than what, like when we play in Sacramento. It's just a different feel. There's a different energy.
Mm-hmm. Definitely less pressure live, more pressure in the studio.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah, when that light turns red, when that light turns red and they say, okay, record, and you're like, do it again,
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your last record, Lossless, and I mean, it took 4 years to make, and I'm curious to hear about just how that goes down. How do you keep the momentum going?
Anthony might be a good one to go for this, just because it's like...
We wrote the songs in the practice space, and then basically to do studio time in LA, it was so sporadic that we had to go down, take like 2 months off, and then keep going back and forth, and then we kept writing new songs, adding to them, doing layers. We have a lot of electronic layers that we would do back in Sacramento, and just kind of went back and forth. We were also playing shows and promoting our last record, so we weren't like the deadlines weren't there yet, so yeah, there's the Deftones. So anyway, but yeah, I mean, the finished product was really good. Now we're happy to go play for people.
All right. So what would you say is the most important thing going on in music right now, and how does your band fit into it?
That's a tough one, because it's like, what's the most important thing going on in music?
I think the most important thing is that people are getting more involved in playing music. A lot more people. It's becoming accessible to more people. I think that people then tend to like find more bands other than the radio gives them, so they can broaden out. So we get more interested in bands like us and Deftones and all that kind of thing.
That's true, yeah. So, well, maybe the whole internet process too, as far as like, we've talked about this before, but the accessibility of finding media nowadays. You know, it's like you can just go online, Google something, and now it's like with iTunes you can have Genius, and it'll tell you what other people bought that was similar, and you just listen. So it's like, there's a bigger spectrum of finding music, I think, which is nice. So that's probably the most important thing, is that like people that would never have heard of us before can now find us and be like, oh, I like that band. Like, we sell records to people all over the world, and we're like, how did you hear about us, you know? And it's really exciting for us. And it's, you know, exciting probably for them to find a band that other friends don't know. Yeah. So it's like,
that's what we love doing.
Yeah, that's what we've always loved doing, is searching bands out, small independent labels, which is a good thing too. It's like, there used to be just those like, the couple of big conglomerate labels, and now it's like, those don't even exist. Now it's a lot of, like, I don't even know there's even a lot of small labels. A lot of bands are just putting stuff out on the internet. It's free, you know, because I think getting the music out is the most important thing, so, you know, any way possible.
With the internet, it's just, I mean, it's made it so everything's more accessible, but it's also made it so
nothing
bands,
special.
even bigger bands and smaller bands, we kind of, it's like, it's now, rather than do your own thing, it's almost like a big family, and you kind of help each other out when you can. Like, it seems like more of a community now.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a fun one. Okay, someone's making a mixtape, and one of your songs is going on it. Which song is it? Who's the mixtape for? And what are some other songs on the tape?
I love it. I used to love making.
We can take some of our songs like Lossless and make like a sleep mix. Maybe put some Duran Duran's Save a Prayer on there.
There you go.
You know, and then put a couple loud tracks at the end to wake you up. You know, a little Slipknot.
You know what's kind of fun about it is like when we do record a record, because it's like we're not recording or like writing songs for, I don't know, we don't always have the idea in mind, but it's like it comes out and like in the end you're kind of listening to it, you know, you have to take yourself out of the whole element of it and like just listen to it objectively, and you're like,
Who would this go for?
yeah, well like where would this go on the record? So it's, in that sense, we're always making mixtapes with our records. Like, oh, this would be cool here because it goes into this, and this is gonna be a sexy part here, like panty dropper, and then they're gonna get on fire over here. You know, it's like
it's a mixtape for young lovers.
It's a mixtape for 30-minute, you know,
30-minute
lovers.
No,
we can cut that out. But it's like I used to love making mixtapes. Like whenever I meet people, I always make kind of mixtapes for them. Like, because I used to just always look for music, and nowadays people are making mixtapes back, you know. But it's like when I met him in high school, like I'd be like, oh, did you check this band? So it's a little different. It's not a 30-minute love mixtape. It was like, hey man,
it's like a lifelong
love mixtape. Yeah, it's a mash. But I would pick, you know, because it's like the records that our last two records I think are really good. But let's see, what would I pick? I would pick Sleeping Dragons off the new one, you know, and I would mix it with
this song.
I would mix it with some Deftones, obviously, you know, and some Will Haven, you know, a nice little love jam. But I don't know, you know.
You guys seem pretty involved in social media. Who would you say is your typical fan?
Our typical fan, like our demographic?
Yeah.
Mid-20s, internet savvy.
I was thinking mid-30s, non-internet savvy.
I don't know.
Mid-10s.
Facebook says that a lot of our fans are from New York. They're all like 13 to like 18. So that's kind of like the
I'm
Facebook
cool with that.
hit, you know. So go for it. I mean,
Younger than us.
we've been playing for our peers, but now you know something's just switched. We're now like the younger generation's finding us. So,
Yeah.
it's pretty good.
So what would you say makes you guys different? What makes you stand out?
I don't know. It's hard. I don't want to say it. It's just like, for us, we know that we're making honest music. We're not trying to sell 1 million records. Like, it'd be nice to sell records and make money and live this way, but it's like, we're perfectly content just playing shows and talking to as many people as we can, and just, you know, being that. Like, we're not musicians, rock stars, we're just people, and like, we just have a love for music, and we just express it.
What makes the music different to us, we're not just like drums, bass, and guitar. We have like a lot of different electronic elements, and we're not afraid to like just experiment and put like, you know, a string section in a song, and you know, it's not just the same all the time. So
if we can make our other people happy while we make ourselves happy, then I'll be perfectly content.
Exactly.
So what's next for you guys? What do you have in the future?
Hopefully more touring.
More of this.
More of this, actually, because this is actually somewhat new to us. Like, we don't... This is actually the first time we've really left, like, West Coast, you know, and ventured inward, and it's been the most amazing last couple of days. Like, everyone's been super nice, and it's like, probably because we're on this tour with the Deftones, you know, so it's like there's people that are like, oh yeah, you're bigger than you are, and we're like, whoa, you don't have to give us free water, you know, but it's rad. But no, we've really enjoyed it. I think touring and just going out and meeting people and playing and doing the thing that we say we want to do, which is connect with people. I think that's what we want to press as much as possible.
Yeah.
You know, and then obviously start writing a new record from the experiences that we've had from this, like, playing.
Yeah, playing and writing.
Playing and writing.
Playing, writing, and driving. That's all we do.
It's not bad.
Not too bad.
Have a great show. Stubbs is a great venue. Hope you try some Texas barbecue while you're here, because it sucks in California.
No, that's the first thing we did when we got out.
Hey, now. Let's keep it.
I can say that.
You can.
All right.
All right.
Well, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very much.
All right.